right, all right, all right. Welcome to GUFON tonight. Oh, that's right. It is Tuesday. Tuesday is Truth Day, March 25th, 2025. I am your host, Riche Georges, and tonight you're listening to GUFON, watching GUFON, thinking GUFON, being in GUFON, chatting in GUFON, commenting. Just be in GUFON. I appreciate it. I appreciate you as much as you don't think I do. I cry myself to awake every night. Every night I cry myself awake. Oh, because it's Truthology for Ufology. We're doing it for you now. I've never seen one come so early. Nice. Nice. Well, I'm glad you guys can hang out on a Tuesday because we weren't going to do a show Tuesday or Thursday, but I found a way to work everybody in. So I do GUFON tonight at 7 and it ends at 8:30, hour and a half. And then we do RSA at 10. So I give myself about an hour and 30 minutes to eat, sleep, and be merry. And then I'm only going to do an hour on RSA. This way I can play Who Shot John after, because I gotta beat somebody's ass in mini golf. I'm sweating still from working out. I just got done like 15 minutes ago. Seriously, at 10 till. I got home at 7 minutes till. Made my drink, haven't even sipped it yet. Usually sip it during the intro for 4 minutes, but I didn't. I had heartburn. And I was taking care of that. But anyway, so tonight, hey, aren't you confused with ufology and the origin of the UFOs, said UFOs? How come I'm not getting any breezes? Hold on, peeps. It was on rotate because I was cold yesterday. So I'm a little fused because all the experts, what were they been saying for 7, 8, 9 years? Well, the UFOs are coming from the ocean. And then we hear about the drones. Where do they come from? The ocean, we think. Right? What if they're one and the same? Ladies and gentlemen, I give you David Tush. David Tush. No, not Grush. Tush. Talk shit. A-O-I. So we're going to, why? Why are they dragging us out to the ocean? Oh, but they're not, oh, pray tell. No. You know what they did in the last year or so? They brought us to the desert. Back to the desert. We're in the desert. In Iraq, Iran, Syria. That desert. Not the dot desert. Do a little roll call, shall we? Who's here tonight, I say, pray tell? We're going to start with Helicity. Helicity says, and welcome to the show, dear. Always said we'd know more about our solar system than we do our oceans. This is true. David Wilcox, welcome. Oh, who am I? I'm Julia Child. Hello, ladies and germs. Today we're gonna put the chicken in the pot and we're gonna serve it to aliens. David, good to see you. Wilcox, not Wilcox. Who's this guy? I know this guy. Marcel, Gufonian, my tall head. What's up, Chief? Ben. my savior, one of them. You took care of an emotional need that I needed from the drone. I can never repay that. I don't know how. I don't know how. You have no idea the joy you brought back to my life. All right, I know. Hey, here he is again. Hey, what are you doing? Want a double hello? All right, welcome to the show. Cindy Krause. How are you? Good to see you. Sky Allen. Howdy doody. What do you say there? Welcome to the show. Hi, Paris. Diamonds. Oh, Paris the monde. How you doing, Paris? Hey, Metalhead. That's how you say your name, Metalhead. But I see in parentheses or brackets, Metalhead. Do you want to be called Metalhead or Metalhead? I think it's Metalhead. All right, I'll go with Metalhead. Welcome to the show. I know after 5 years you'd think I would know it. Hearing something. All right, if I didn't say your name, it really doesn't mean I don't love you. It's just there is a show I got to do, and I just can't. You know, like other shows, they go, "Oh, hi, hey Nathan, how you doing?" And then they read every single comment. Next thing you know, show's over. Look at me, I'm sweating. It's not going to go away. I love this shirt, and I haven't worn it in a while, and it just feels so comfortable because, you know, I'm emotional with my clothes. Zach Diecast Montu. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hey, DC, how you doing, Donnie Creel? Good to see you guys. Mackin City, lucky day. Jar Jar Binks is here to stay. What do you say, JJB? All right, everybody. I love you guys, man. I'm so happy we're here, healthy and happy. Hey, tomorrow we tie the year's record if I don't wake up and throw up. 10 days it'll be. 10 days in a row. I think I'm figuring it out. Well, okay, I'm going to give you guys an update real quick because I think I talked to the members when we did the members show and bored you with that for 20 minutes. Update. This is all diabetes. So you know what that means? And I don't condone it. Vape wasn't the cause. Guess what I did? I tried vaping and I hated it. So I tried it again. 2 days later. I took 4 puffs thinking, I'd like it. I did not want it. And just talking about it, I can feel a tightness in my stomach. I'm telling you, I'll never vape again. Well, not in the near future. If I do, it'll be a ways down. But I don't see it. I don't need it. It's a waste of money for me. It's something I do not need. I'd rather spend the extra money on Shahiba Shiba or my bills. So that's what we're doing. All right. And so there's this stuff called propylene glycol. I think I'm messing the name up. It's a substance they put into all of our food. Well, I don't know about all of it, but they put it in the food to make it last longer and stay fresher. But also it adds flavor for vape. And it makes it last longer. And it's an oil, propylene glycol. And I looked it up, and it's sugar-based. What am I? Diabetic. I was vaping a lot. Like, not too much, but too much for my age and a diabetic, I think. Knowing what I know now, I would have never started vaping. Just talking about it, I feel it in my stomach. Like, I can't do it. I won't enjoy it, and my body does not want it. So I'm happy to say, even though I tried it again, I didn't get sick. But I will never do it again. So, well, can't say never, but not in the near future. So I'll just put that money in my pocket. It's money I need. So I don't need to go backwards in life. I quit it for a reason. I still think it's bad for me. And I also think there's diabetics out there who are vaping like I did and don't know why they're probably getting sick. Check with your local physician for an update and a blood test. Make sure you get checked regularly for your prostate, guys. And women, don't forget that OBG, QRSTUV. I don't know what they do down there. But I don't want to know either. I don't want to know. Hey, women, can I say something? Just so you know, guys don't want to know about your bodily functions, about how long your period lasts or how dirty your underwear got. I don't need that. Like, why would you even tell anybody that? No. I'm not saying anybody recently, but I'm just saying in general, guys don't like it. I'm just telling you. Hey, we got to make a visit to the store. You don't. Right? We got to go downtown. Where are you going? Anyway, let's get to you. Why would I do this to my show? All right, let's go to ufology. Now, all kidding aside, and I'm not kidding. So, there's some controversy going on with Egypt. Remember yesterday I played a video, I don't think I have it up here anymore, where alleged discoveries were being shown to the public. And they were walking around and seeing all of these artifacts that looked brand new, right? They had their colors, everything was vibrant. And many, if not all of you said, hey, Rich, you know that's AI generated. And I'm like, no way. I knew it was too good to be true. Now, there are people who are like astrophysicists who say the discovery they made of the 2-kilometer shaft with that copper ring that goes around the side all the way down, go almost a mile down. And then it's connected into these 2 cubes. Now, some people are saying it's a power source. Some people are saying it's a weapon. Some people are saying, oh, you could travel. Nobody knows. But there's so many people saying that we're being lied to right now by what's being found down there. And I couldn't do the research today, but I'm going to pull for Thursday to do that show. And tomorrow I'll spend all day like trying to research, see what I can find out. Because I know something's wrong with that whole picture. They never showed us stuff like this before. You know? They always held on to it for a little bit. If we ever see it at all. And that makes me a little sad. There's a video here that Jason Wild on X posted. It's 33 minutes. I'm going to post this link for you guys if you have X. Because they're saying this is the answer. And I'm only going to play a couple of minutes here, but I'm going to put the link in the chat room. In this chat room. There it is. It's coming. You guys can look at that on your own and get your own ideas. I'm going to play a clip from this video, though. We haven't watched this yet, but I am very upset. And I was arguing with Michael about this dark eye going, no, you're wrong. They're all wrong. Nobody knows what it does. Apparently, there's somebody that we know who's an astrophysicist who says, this isn't the way it works. This isn't how that stuff would be with a power source. It's just not right. We're being lied to. But that person thinks everything's a lie, so you can't go by that person. Hi, Dorothy.
Ground level that replicate exactly the King's Chamber.
Hold on. Whoops. Sorry, I was watching it.
This week, you might have heard about the COFRE project, SAR pyramid scanning results. A team of scientists from Italy have been using satellite scans, and they claim that they have evidence of underground structures and tunnel networks that are underneath the middle pyramid on the Giza plateau, including 5 never-before-found chambers inside the pyramid at ground level that replicate exactly the King's Chamber in the Great Pyramid, 8
I just want to interrupt for a second. Does anybody else find it curious that they're finding this stuff now? Like, didn't we have this technology 20 years ago? I'm just saying. I think it's weird.
hollow cylindrical structures descending down into the earth for over 400 meters. And not only that, these 4 hollow cylindrical structures connect to 2 square 80 meter by 80 meter chambers, and underneath that
feet.
They say that there is 2 kilometers of interconnecting
Look at that. Isn't that wild?
tunnels under the Giza plateau that need more investigation.
That's so cool.
The abstract summary of their finding looks really interesting, really exciting, and everybody is scrambling to find out more information. I traced the source of the abstract from the conference to the Facebook page of a man called Trevor Grassi. He also has a YouTube channel. I got in contact with Trevor, and he was more than happy to help fill me in on the information that he knows so far, and just to help clarify what's going on and what we can expect in the coming weeks.
What a wild 24 hours. Has it been kicking off? Have you been getting a lot of...
Yes. Yeah, this has been a pretty crazy week so far. A lot happened this week.
You guys know me. I never pick on anybody's physical appearance, but to guys out there, just this one comment. This is awful. That comb over, this might be the worst comb over in the history of man. Now, I know we have seen many men with this. Even Trump's got a horrible. But this, nah, dude. You look like you're stuck in a wind tunnel test. You need to stop running in place. He got to shave it, right? I'm sorry. I had to talk about it. It's just what I do.
Weekend. And
now you won't stop.
Very excited to have a chance to talk with you about it right now. Because there's a lot of things that are kind of very confused in the public space right now regarding where these documents came from, the entire copper project.
Yes.
So thanks for having me on here.
It's Kafra.
No,
I thought it was Kafra.
Yeah, that's fine. I was the same. I found your Facebook post, which had the abstract from the press release, but I think people are getting a bit confused because they're looking for the press release.
Does anybody else think she gets 10 extra IQ points for the accent?
Am I correct? That is the abstract kind of is the press release.
Yeah, it's the abstract describing basically.
Yeah, key points of our research is aimed to clarify the possible hidden structures inside the second pyramid of the Giza Plateau, the middle one, known as the Khafre Pyramid. This research was conducted using non-invasive techniques based on publicly available synthetic aperture radar, SAR, data, provided as open source by Capella Space at capellaspace.com and Umbra at umbra.space. Now,
what they're going to cover in the conference that just happened.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it would go a little quicker. Our study was inspired by previous research conducted, described, and published by Filippo Biondi. You want me to just play it?
Day, but what actually happened on the day was very surprising to me. And it turns out that I ended up being the source for this entire document coming out. It was actually like, they sent me this document by email on Saturday morning. And so I woke up and saw it and I said, okay, wow. I was the first person to read it. And I imagined that this was being given to every one of the 900 plus attendees at the conference who would all be sharing it that day. So I asked Armando May, I said, can I share this? And he said, go for it. And I put it out figuring 900 other people would also, but as it turned out, I was the only one. I put it on Facebook. There wasn't any official webpage of theirs that it was released on. So a lot of people are looking for the source, and it's really just my Facebook page. So I want to explain how that came about a little bit and give people an idea that this is not made up. It's not a hoax. It's not fake. We are going to get complete confirmation of everything we're seeing in these images within the week, at least. Armando told me last night within 10 days, but I think that's it should be less than that.
Yeah.
But it will be a complete 4-hour video presentation of the entire conference, complete technical detail.
I wanted to give you guys. I don't know if you just heard what I was saying. Jeez, oh, cripo, dude. What I said was, we're going to stop watching it now. You guys can watch it on your own, and then we'll come back Thursday and we'll talk about it. And then I'll have all the information I need to do a legitimate show on it. You know, I want to watch that Sneezing Monkey, of course. I always like that show. That guy's cool. So, yeah, a lot of interesting people. Isn't Zawi Hawass a part of this too? But he is not the curator of Egypt's antiquities anymore, I thought. So why is he involved? I don't know. I think he does security now over there. Right? No, I'm serious. I think he's the treasurer or security guard or something like that. He's something, all right. Oh, what are we doing in this field, you know? See, and that's what makes this whole entire genre that much better. Doesn't it now? Doesn't it make you feel like, oh, now we got another story? Isn't it weird? There's always something. There's always a discovery happening somewhere that can make the news as far as ufology goes, where our origins. Look, we've got NASA, SpaceX, astronomers, SETI, right? I mean, you could throw in a couple other organizations, you know, MUFON, you even want to do that. And then you got the secret programs out there. I mean, there's so much stuff going on. And then we have our own military. Now we got that new bomber they came out, that new plane. Oy. And this technology is unlike anybody's ever seen. No, we've seen it. China did it years ago. I think something bad's going to happen during Trump's presidency to give him a black eye, like a real one. Like they're going to say, this happened on his watch. He allowed this to happen. You know how they did that with the cocoa? Yeah. Yet more people passed away under Biden with cocoa than Trumpster. I digest. So do you have any idea how many locked underground entrances are on the Giza Plateau? They're everywhere. Yeah. And this is not a stupid conspiracy theory, Jay Anderson says from Project Unity. Let's take a look at what he's saying. For 26 seconds, that's it? Oh, I thought it was 2 minutes. I'll show it because I mentioned it. I wouldn't have wasted. I thought it was a 2-minute clip with some good stuff. Good stuff, but not a lot of good stuff. Love the music they have over there. It's always so snaky. I feel like a snake's gonna come up, right? Don't you ever, when you hear that Egypt music, it's always like. The secret underworld of Giza. Everybody knows her as Lorraine, but here in Egypt, we call her Giza. Because she's secretive, she's got a labyrinth, and she's very mysterious. Giza, under 17, not permitted without parent. Do 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 do. Congratulations. Now you know the true story. Oh, what's this? I don't even know if I should bring this up. I didn't know what I had here until I just looked at it. Hold on. So now they're saying, who said this? Former Scientologist Doug Kramer says Scientology is a front for Satanism. You see? It's how I think he's feeling a certain kind of way, like he was jilted. So those Satanists, anything that happens bad to them, oh, it's Satan. No, it's you. It's you. Because Scientology is a fair and a very real understanding of an author's view on reality. Look at this guy. He's not a liar. God dang it. He looks like half Trump supporter or half Biden supporter, doesn't he? He's half and half, this guy.
The very top of Scientology.
Oh, no, he's definitely a Biden supporter.
In the 80s.
It doesn't matter, I know, but
before they actually removed the very top of the bridge and changed it because it was so offensive to Christians. So what people were learning, imagine this, Andrew, to get from the very bottom of the bridge all the way up to the top, which is called OT8, which stands for Operating Thetan 8, and a Thetan is a spirit. So operating as a spirit, level 8, the highest level you can get into Scientology. He said that he's Lucifer the Lightbringer. He's come to halt the second coming. And he's basically a Satanist. And this is the big secret that he's been holding back from his flock this whole time. And congratulations and welcome to the level where only a few people got to. Now you know the true story about me. And now you can help me to basically do this satanic agenda. That's what people were freaking spending their lives learning when at the very beginning and most of the way through.
Look. I don't get it. That actress, the one who played on King of Queens, she played Carrie. She never once mentioned Satanism. And she gave a 3-hour talk on the Joe Rogan podcast.
Throughout, they thought they were improving their lives and going spiritually free. Now, what if he told you it was a satanic, quote unquote, satanic cult at the beginning? Do you think anybody would join that? So that's the difference between Scientology and, say, Christianity. They don't hornswoggle you and bullshit you. And
no, not Christianity. Oh, no, they're perfect. He was born from a virgin. You understand? You hear what we're saying? Okay. All right. His mother was a whore. Oh, no, that's not nice at all. Don't say that. Do you know why Mary's called the virgin, even though she was a prostitute? But what if she was? And she didn't know who the Father was. So Jesus becomes this, where and who and the what. And then when he was born, she told him, look, I don't know who your father is, but we're going with God. Hear me out. But I'm only 6. Hear me out, Jesus. You're going to learn some magic. You're going to walk on water. What? You're going to practice at home every night for a decade. For a decade, you're going to practice. What's that? A decade? It's 10 years. Oh, Jesus, you're going to be the best carpenter ever. I am? Yes. You just do everything I tell you. People will love you always, Jesus. You know why? Because we don't know who your father is. I thought he was God. Well, that's what you're going to tell everybody. Okay. 10 years later, he's all done, all buffed out. He's all carpenter body, long hair, hasn't shaved, but he looks good. He looks healthy. Nice sandals, got the white thing, wearing with the belt. And this guy looked like he walked right out of a magazine. People loved him. Good looking guy. Kind of like Brad Pitt in that movie when he had the long hair. What was that movie? And he came riding in on the horse. And then all the girls were like, giddy up. Remember, even the guys were like, damn, fuck, hey, honey, am I good looking as Brad Pitt? Don't ask that question. The answer is no, you are not. Brad Pitt looks phenomenal. He looks good. He looks better. And you know who else aged well? Who's the one guy? He was in that TV show with the kids. He's not a really good actor. Dark hair, really good looking. Giorgio, no, not Tsoukalos. Who's that guy? The real handsome old guy. He's like 60 now. Anyway, let's move on to ufology. But that guy, I know, I'm rambling on tonight. Hey, I almost forgot to mention, if you want to help support, Truthology for ufology, it's all on you. All the links are in the show description. Under 17, not permitted without parent. Huh? So, where do they come from, though? For real. Now, joking aside. Because we don't really know. Right? We don't know. And the problem is, we're not going to be told the truth. And that's what scares me. So we got to look at every single thing, every single sentence, every single thing they ever talked about when it comes to this. And now I'm being told it's not even legit. I am so angry. Then what is going on over there at Giza? If it isn't, and they're lying, because all we have is radar images over there anyway. We don't have any visual evidence, do we? No, I haven't seen any. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell everybody. We'll find out Thursday. All right, I want to play you this video. This was from last night. I never played it. But I'm embarrassed to say this is somebody posted this and says, "Is this what they found at the pyramids? Is this it?" Yeah. They're not going to show us, but they're going to put it on TikTok. I mean, look at this thing. Why would somebody go through the effort to even make it unless it's a monster movie, right? I don't get it. Why even bother? Looks cool though, right? Oh, he's in a nice little bed, feet are up. Oh, looks like, man. I mean, it looks legit, don't it? Kind of weird. Bending. I mean, this looks fake, right? This looks fake. So I'm going to say it's fake. Not only that, the music made it fake. If you're really interested in... Oh, I got to show you this. Here we go again. Ancient scrolls hidden for centuries behind a secret wall in a Tibetan library may rewrite the true history of humanity. Only a tiny fraction have yet been translated. Check this out. It's amazing. I can't believe this.
Behind a wall in a monastery, it contains 84,000 scrolls which are said to record 10,000 years of human history. It was discovered in 2003 and apparently only 5%.
This is real. See, this is why I hate AI.
Of them have been translated.
I don't know what's real anymore.
Why should we trust our tiny history books when there is libraries like this and the one hidden from the public in the Vatican containing 50 miles of scrolls?
50 miles?
I guarantee the stories in these scrolls and the scrolls in the Vatican vaults don't match the narrative we've been given. Even if you read the scriptures removed from the Bible like the Book of Enoch and the Gospel of Thomas, they open your eyes to more than the Bible does, and that's why they were removed. You gotta ask yourself, do you really trust the multiple authors, editors, and translators who created the book you read from? Do you even know who they were? Why they were instructed to write it, and who by? Two of the most powerful pieces used to enslave the masses are the Vatican and the Crown of England. Both were involved in the creation of the KJV. King James wrote the Book of Demonology before he had his own Bible knocked up by Sir Francis Bacon and the Jesuit order. Francis Bacon literally helped create the English language and was said to be one of many occultists behind the character Shakespeare. It's also speculated that he was the father of Freemasonry. You really have to start questioning the origins and etymology of everything you've been taught. Only then will you start seeing the bigger picture. Follow Unbind Your Mind and sub to my YouTube for more content like this.
Thor says to Metalhead in chat, didn't Nostradamus say this pope is the last pope? I thought so too. That's why I put it up here. That would be so weird. Because that means we're in the throes of end of days, end times right now. I don't know what to say. I really don't. Like, even if you, like 99.8% of us probably aren't prepped for an end of days scenario. Guarantee it. It takes a lot of money to build that. Well, not to build the fortress underground, but to maintain it for however many years you need to stay underground. Whatever it is. Then you need ammo. Then you need medicine. Then you need recyclable water. And you need air conditioning. You need heating. It never ends. You need a generator. It's got to be indoors and it can't be polluting you. And you got to have the gas to run it. Unless you're cranking. Or you live like an Eskimo underground. Depends on where you live. I'm going out with everybody else in the 2 weeks that we have left. I mean, most people will die in the first week, right? About half the population will starve to death. Then disease from the dead bodies just piling up. It's not a good smell. End of days sucks. I don't want it. Oh, all right. Learning video. Here's how we learn from videos like this. A gentleman, I don't know, did I play this yesterday? I don't think I did. This guy says, now don't get mad at me. I don't want anybody mad at me because I've been there and I know what these objects look like. Iridium flare satellites. I know they look close. I know they look like they're in the atmosphere, not in orbit. But I kid you not, they're far away, 200, 300 miles away. This guy says, oh, closest orb I've ever seen. It's coming within 50 feet of the camera. 50? This is jaw-dropping footage. My good friend Chester sent me this from his Skywatch last night. I'm still waiting for them to tell me what time, because I left a message and said, I bet this was recorded 2.5 hours before sunrise or 2.5 hours after sunset. Go. And does this look 50 feet? Does that look 50 feet away?
True. What's
that? Is exactly what iridium flare satellites look like, or regular satellites when they reflect the sun with their solar panels. But those were iridium flare satellites anyway.
that?
What's that? Oh God, it's getting old.
Wow.
It was so close.
Chester.
Tyler. But it was.
Oh, man.
It's just went right in front of his ass.
I got it all on
Now watch,
film,
it's going to
Drew.
dim out because that's what they do. They're getting past that
my gosh,
curvature of the
Drew.
earth where the sun doesn't hit their solar panels. Ooh, what's that? Well, why didn't it stay lit up when it passed them? It was dimming out, right? And why did it just appear out of nowhere? IFS. Iridium flare satellite. No, not irritable bowel syndrome. That's IBS. Capiche? I mean, that video came from a nice guy, and I didn't want to say his name, but he's trying. And, you know, I could be wrong. I mean, I admit that, but I don't think so. I mean, what are the odds? Well, did you see that Bigelow Aerospace was, hold on. This guy says, I was looking through the top donators were to Trump's campaign and came across this aerospace company. They donated over $14 million When I looked into Bigelow, I found some interesting info. Apparently, the founder, Robert Bigelow, publicly has expressed his belief in ETs and UFOs. His company had a secret contract with the DoD/Pentagon that began a program to study UFOs. Hey, just an interesting item of information, which makes me wonder how this affects the current administration's take on the phenomenon and what actions, if any, they will take on it. Maybe from pressure from Bigelow to investigate. Interesting. Well, he posted. Okay, never mind. But yeah, he posted it. Interesting. So what? It makes you wonder if there's a handshake deal behind closed doors with Trump and Bigelow's, and any other. Trump's in everything. He's in everybody's business, literally, figuratively. I'm telling you. Stuff like that. I'm not talking he's in Walmart, going, are you paying your taxes? No, he's, looking into some weird shit. Bigelow Aerospace. That is really interesting. Donated $14 million. Why? God dang it. That's a lot of money, man, for a guy who didn't really need it. Well, the FAA are doing some research over Portland, Oregon. There was a ball of light that there were photographs and video. This is from my birthday, March 10th. And they're just posting it up. And they said, man, this thing is huge. Size of a bus, man. The FAA is doing some research on this. It's one of the best videos he says he's ever seen. The luminosity of the light has a certain hue to it. There's a word. I love hue. It has a similar light pattern as many others. When you see this video, you're going to have one word pop into your mind. Plane. Hold on. Here it is. Oh, that's different than a plane. That's a drone. Okay.
Man, this thing is huge.
Okay, well, that is cool, man.
This thing is the size of a bus, man.
Wait a second. Do you see what I see? Hold on. When it's flashing, okay, not this picture, but on the outside of it, like the perimeter of this craft, it looked like when it flashed, there was a reflection. Like this object is bigger than what we're seeing. You know what I mean? Like it's cloaked or something. Let's take a look at this. See it? Did you see it? Why would it go? Is that from the camera? I've seen these anomalies before. Watch. Right here. See it? Okay. Oh, okay. It's not a reflection. It's just it's an iridium flare. That's just from the camera.
Size of a bus, man.
Nothing. That's big though, right? It's hard to tell, but it looks big.
I've never seen a drone like that. I didn't know drones existed. This size. This is huge. And nobody's talking about it.
Look at that thing. How cool. First of all, we're to believe they're drones. What if these are aliens? And we're being lied to, and these are their ships?
This is extremely strange to me.
We wouldn't know. Wouldn't that be a hoot?
The crazy part is, man, I'm sitting out here at Red Robin's, and everybody's just going about their day. Like, this thing's not just sitting here.
Dude, what do you want people to do?
Like, this is crazy, man.
So tell everybody.
Like, I didn't know.
Bring awareness.
That we had drones like this.
Get out there and tell people.
The government can fly a drone and.
Do you see the narcissism? Do you see it? He has it on himself when there's history in the sky. Well, let me get myself. Screw it.
Film everyone. recording everybody. I thought that was against the law.
You are an idiot. That is a big drone. No doubt about it. That is big. Oh, look at that. I'm telling you, man, my drone, Ben knows this. They don't light up like this unless you buy lights. That is cool. That was cool. I don't know. I'm going to save that for some reason. I think there's, forget it. Who gives a shit? It's just a drone. We'll never find anything out about it. That's what I don't like. You know, I was making sure I didn't have any of that drink on my nose like yesterday. What a world. Oh, wait, what? When did I? Oh. Hold on, this is getting stupid. I'm looking at, they removed it. How did I know? How did I know that was going to be removed? What's this? Oh, let me show you this from Monument Valley. Do you guys know about Monument Valley? Have you ever heard of it? It's in Utah, right? These are rocks that are perfect cube shapes. And they want us to believe that nature created them. Now, I was always told nature doesn't make perfect geometric angles, like 90-degree angle. I think it does. Why would they lie? Why would anybody lie to us? Oh, excuse me.
Massive cliff overlooking Monument Valley. It was when I started looking for campsites on the edge of this cliff that I noticed something odd. The cliffside was not a straight line, as you would expect. It looked more like a giant zigzag.
Look at that.
And then I zoomed in, and suddenly... what's
going on here?
It's composed of hundreds, maybe even thousands, of massive, geometrically perfect cubes and rectangles.
What is going on here?
Piqued my interest and got me thinking. Is it possible for a perfect cube to exist in nature?
Well, I guess it is, but not hundreds of them.
What would it look like when one of these comes crashing down?
Oh my gosh.
What else is there to find here?
Look at that. These are perfect square-shaped rocks. There's a moment where he ventures and starts walking among them, and he actually comes across some hieroglyphs, or at least, here you go, I think this is it. Look at that.
You can see there's several humanoid drawings.
What's going on?
Here, one right here, and right there.
Yeah.
And the craziest thing is that they're located right on the edge of this amazing view.
Wow, that's an amazing view indeed. Now, let me just check this out. That is a square rock. I mean, that's perfect. Look at that. What the heck? Look at that. That's just crazy. Is that just a coincidence in nature? Or did something actually happen in the past? I mean, by looking at it, it's as if someone or something was carving.
Thanks. I don't know why I'm cutting out. I said I'm going to play this now. I'm pretty sure this is the video you wanted me to play. Oh my God, I got to get one. Can you imagine how much fun that would be? Oh my Lord. Oh, how much fun would this be? There's more, though. Here.
Ready?
Go. Oh my God, how free would this be? Oh my God, how cool. Just go right away. Wow. Oh my God. Dude, this is all new. Oh my God, it looks so fake. It's like virtual reality. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, look at that scenery though. How cool. What a place to practice. Oh man, this is a great video. Yeah, thanks, man. Oh, right, the firehouse strobe lights. Pull that up too. All right, we got it. That's cool as hell. That was fun as I'll tell you, man. That was a good time right there. All right, let's take a look at these firehouse lights for drones, right? I've never known about this.
Pro strobe lights from Firehouse Technology.
Oh,
That
this is
coming
gonna
up
be
right after
awesome.
this.
Oh my God, it's small. That's a nice drone right there, isn't it? $5,000 drone, probably. Yo, aerial pixel.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
All right.
Sell our strobe mount. So first off, we're going to be talking about the Firehouse Technologies Arc 5 Pro strobe.
Dude, wake up!
This is the original Firehouse Technology Arc 5. It has 5 3-watt LEDs. And this here on the front is the Firehouse Technology Arc 5 Pro. It has 3 10-watt LEDs, and they are also multicolor LEDs. Now you might say, well, it's not turned on. Let me see how bright it is. There's 2 ways you can turn it on. You can either do a button press on the strobe light itself, or it also comes with a 3 night vision.
Nice. We
You
get it.
can
Show
lift the
me the
drone
money,
off, have it
baby.
turned away
That's a
from you,
cool
hit the power
drone.
button, and it will fire those strobe lights
It's
up.
so little.
It is short range. It's not something you're going to be able to do from a great distance.
Come on,
so
show us the
you know,
goods,
within
you
about 30 to 40
tired
feet,
looking
you should
dude.
be good to go.
Dude, this is almost
So if you
awful.
already have our Arc 5,
That was terrible. All right, here we go.
So if you want to fly your drone at night, get yourself a Firehouse strobe.
Yes.
Press the side button to power it on, 3
Yes.
seconds. Super bright, 3-mile
That's my
visibility.
drone.
Put it
Well,
over
no.
here by your battery,
Wow.
not over here by your GPS module.
Put it on the battery, Ben, right in the middle.
So if you want to fly your drone at night, get yourself a Firehouse strobe.
All right, they're not showing
press
us.
the
I want to
side
see the
button to power.
goods. Why am I yelling? Hey, Dan Peters. I gotta get me one of these. How cool! Look at that! Wow, man, that's a strobe. I am going to look at this. Let's take a look now on probably like $1,000, right? Let's see, Amazon. Wow, look how far it is. Firehouse strobe. For drones. Here we go. They are $15. $20, $30. So there's one for $15. 10% off with the coupon. Yeah, thank you for turning me on to that. Because it's hard to see the drone. I can't see it when I'm over the water and it's a mile away. You don't see it. And you don't want to turn on your drone light, because why? It drains the battery. That's right. So you get one of those, boom, battery lasts a year. You can see your drone from, and everybody else will see it, will go, oh, UFO, UAP, alien, I don't know, it's a drone, Ma, call the doctors. Right? Everybody gets sick. But I'm going to look into these. 25 anti-collision light, rechargeable for 25. Here's one for 20 with 1,000 lumen. Oh, this is great stuff. Here's one $30. Here's one $20. That's the one I'm going to probably get. Oh, here's one $15. It's 4 pieces. You get 8 different colors. Oh, there's different types too, man. This is wild. 3 colors, 6 strobes, anti-collision strobe. How cool. Do you have a recommendation on which one I should get if you're still here? Ben, you could email it. All right. That was cool. Thank you for that. I needed that. No, I did. I needed that. That was a good one. So we really don't know where drones. We have been told time and time again that we don't know where the drones come from. But then we keep hearing how, the logical place would be right off the coast because people were saying they saw them come out of the water. But yet there's no video. You know what I mean? That bothers me. There are no clear videos of a drone coming out of the ocean, a river, a lake, a swimming pool. It's never happened. We still haven't seen it. We've seen things that look like they may have been around or coming out of the water, but they never do. They never do look good enough. You can't get close enough, and you can't get a clear enough image of anything going in or out of the water. I'm telling you, what the government is telling us may in fact be the biggest lie in ufology to date. They tell us what they want us to hear. I haven't seen any witnesses come forward with video evidence showing these objects. And I'm talking, see, when you make a claim and say to the people of America and in Jersey, where this was happening in November last year, we think they're coming out of the ocean. We're positive. We've seen them coming. We've had reports of them coming out of the ocean. So there should be some video proving it. No, none. We need that. And we just bought into it. So my question is, what if it's the opposite and they're actually in the desert? Ooh, reptilians, reptiles. I don't know if they'd want to go in salty water. Maybe fresh water. Maybe a lake or a river. But I'm very, very suspicious because we don't have any evidence. Anything the government tells us, we have zero evidence. Isn't that great? All these drone videos and not one coming out of the ocean, river, Gulf. What? Where are they? I'm just saying. Oh, yeah. Remember the Tic Tacs? And Ryan Graves was asked, how often did you see these things? Reports say you were seeing them every day for 2 years. Is that accurate? Every day? Every day. And no photographic evidence? Right. Dude, by the 3rd day, you would be like, bro, I'm going to take my phone up. Or they don't tell anybody they took that's the ticket. You don't tell a soul. And then all of a sudden you retire, bring the evidence out saying, hey, remember back in 2004 or 2019 when he saw them every day for 2 years with this Fly Boys, but yet no evidence? Boom. Got it right here. Graves would be my hero, but he's not. Not that it matters. But details matter. And when you look at the details, they don't match the claims. So there was a UFO seen over northern Oklahoma last night at 9. Person said it was their first UFO sighting. They're living in a small town in far north Oklahoma. And at night, I like to go outside and view the stars. And, and the skies are so clear where I live. And tonight it was kind of cloudy, but one by one I saw stars beginning to shine through the night. I saw this blue object. I saw these 3 stars fade into view fairly close to one another. One of them might have actually been Mars. I should have checked my sky guide on my phone, but very quickly I realized that the smallest one in the middle was not a star. It was a very small and blue and suddenly started moving downward at a very fast pace. I imagine downward is north. It was so far away that I was having trouble keeping track of it. Hold on. If it's far away and it looks like a star, it should be extremely easy to follow unless it's going across the whole sky like this. I don't buy this story now. I don't like it. It was so far away, I was having trouble keeping track of it. Makes no sense. You should be able to, unless it's going behind trees and buildings, but they didn't say that. I didn't see any type of flashing lights like a drone or a plane would have. It was just a bright blue shining orb thing moving downward at a rapid pace, faster than any object I've ever seen from this distance. Eventually, it disappeared in the clouds, but I kept my eyes on the sky periodically. 15 minutes later, saw it again, this time moving across the sky to my left. Again, no blinking lights, nothing that would indicate it was a plane or a drone. But that thing was booking it, man. Within a minute, it was gone, out of my view. Yeah, definitely seemed like it was moving purposefully and intentionally. This was not a shooting star or something just falling from the sky. It startled me because of how swift it was moving. Has anyone ever seen something like this? Yeah. Embarrassing. I want to show you this. I don't know if I showed this to you. I think I did. Yesterday. Yeah, I did. Did I? Yeah, I think I did. But I'll show it again anyway. It doesn't matter. This is from, oh yeah, I did. Yeah. Daytona Beach. Yeah, I showed. It's a good one though.
What the fuck?
If you like airplanes.
I can't do it.
Right, that's what this is. Right?
Oh, it's flying around it. It's flying around it.
It's
so many of them.
There's 2 of them. What do you mean there's so many?
Let me get out for it.
I don't think the video matches the audio for some reason. Yeah, we watched this one. It was airplanes. Boring. All right, let's get rid of that so we never do that again. Man, I've got to get me one of those lights for the drone. Very excited. Okay, let's see what this is. Astonishing UAP footage unveiled. The Tedesco brothers, engineers and dedicated UAP investigators, present 8 remarkable videos during their discussion with Leto Files. This looks great. All right, let's pull this up. All right. I don't know, but I think I know. In 3, and a 2, and a goo.
Look at that.
All right, you know what this is? An airplane in the distance. That good.
Got a little bit of a wobble to it.
What the hell is this? What is this?
You see the object.
Wait a second. What was on that plane? What is this? Hello? What is this? Anybody? I don't care about the white. This is an airplane. You want to know why I know? On my way home from New York, January 2006, I recorded 2 of these trailing our plane. They kept getting closer and closer and closer, and eventually they came into view, and they were airplanes. This looks exactly like it. But what the frig is this thing? What is this? What is that? What is this? No, really. Does anybody know? I don't know. All
You'll
right,
see an
nobody
object that
cares.
looks like it's illuminating the clouds above
Yes.
this object. And you'll see the object actually comes down from the clouds. It doesn't actually break through the cloud
These
layer.
are good, actually.
But these 2 objects seem to merge.
This is good.
And both
Oh, yeah, we've
they
seen this before. I've
they
seen this.
synchronize their rotation. And you'll see both of them going up into the cloud layers.
Yeah,
Now the cloud base was 2,000 feet.
Oh, quite low.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah. Okay, so these are cones. This is a parking field. Now, John's zooming in on this object.
A Guardian. That's a helicopter.
So what you're seeing, so if you're zooming across there's a parking area with the cones. Those coned off during the day. And what he's zooming in on is this starburst orb of light that's rotating, and it's casting a tremendous reflection on the ground, right? On the sand.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have 2 parts to this. You have the starburst, the object itself.
Oh, wow.
Then you have the light underneath it, which is casting this reflection on the sand.
Got it.
We'll zoom in on it. And we get 60 times zoom.
Damn.
And you see.
Okay.
Well, it better be good, Jack.
You
Oh,
see
look at
casting
that.
its reflection
On the water,
bouncy
yeah.
jerky, but
It looks
you can
white,
see-
kind of
See that on the
reflecting
bottom?
low over the water.
Yeah.
Yes, yep. And this was visible. This object was visible. It was very bright.
Dude, the video sucks.
I see
It's
the object
awful.
in front of it. Can you
This
see that,
guy
Chris?
has 60 zoom, and he can't get in?
Yeah, very clearly.
I mean, come on, man. That's it. Damn it. That was awfully cool, but awful at the same time. The guy has a chance to make history look in ufology just that much better. Maybe there's more to it. That's probably what it is. That's cool. That was cool. I enjoyed that little video. I was surprised. It looked good, but we didn't get anything else out of it, so. Hold on, what's this? What is this? Oh. Well. Yeah. Oh, nah, nothing. So, what do you guys really think? Let's talk about the current state of ufology real quick. Where are we? We're waiting for whistleblowers, right? For the next congressional hearing. Isn't that coming up tomorrow? Soon, right? There's going to be whistleblowers. This drone situation isn't going away. The media is trying to downplay it. And then out of nowhere, wait, hold on. Where were we about a year and a half ago? 2 years ago? Think about it. Jaime Maussan was giving us aliens. And all of a sudden, that's gone out of the picture. With the series of other things. I know we spent 2 years talking about Jaime and his little aliens, but I thought he had 30 bodies. But something's going on over there now. We don't know if those are real, but apparently, if those are real alien hybrids that Jaime Maussan has, I don't know what to say. Then everything we've been told was a lie by the government, but truthful from whistleblowers. Now, whistleblowers aren't, to me, especially the ones we've had in ufology, do not seem like real whistleblowers to me. I'm just saying. Usually whistleblowers are afraid they're going to go to jail. These guys talk to Dobser. They get the right verbiage and things they're allowed to say. That's not whistleblowing. That's just disinformation that the government wants to give to the public, letting them think this is the real deal. That's all it is. And look, they may be pulling the wool over Grush, which isn't that hard, I believe. And when you have a gung-ho guy like, you know what, Grush reminds me of Elon Musk. Got that same type of weird vibe, I guess. Elon Musk for me is very difficult to watch. Just like RFK. When he speaks, I feel like I can't breathe. Well, what we're going to do today is we're going to have a lot of people talk. We're going to get in shape. We're going to get everybody into shape. And that's just the way it's going to be. America needs to be helped. Poor guy. I don't know why I say poor guy. Poor me. You got to see this. This is amazing. This might be my favorite lightning strike I've ever seen. One of the best. It's pretty scary. And I don't know why it happened the way it did. Well, you'll see in a minute. There's a guy, a truck driver. Go. Refresh. That is so unbelievably cool. Like, what was there? Nothing. There was nothing there. Look. I couldn't pause it. Let me try pausing it again. Too good. Nothing there in the road. It's so weird. Again, where does this light come from? The truck? You know what? Oh, it was the dust. Oh, okay. The smoke. Okay. Did you see it in the sky? Watch the sky the whole time. When it starts over. Watch. Boom! Did you see that? Oh. That's why when you hear the thunder, especially here in Florida, you hear it go boom, 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 like there's bombs going off. I've never seen one so nice, so clear. God, I love lightning. I have a feeling this year, this summer, we're going to have violent thunderstorms. I hope we don't have any hurricanes. I'm not in the mood. It was very stressful. It was very stressful. All right. Google's AI deepfake detector analyzed Apollo moon landing images. Can you guess what it found? Did we land on the moon? OMG. Check this out. Bart Sabrell is on this show. I can't remember the name of it. And check this out in 3 and 2 and a goo.
Intelligent computer in the world called Google's neural network. And it has a deep fake detector program that's never been wrong. You can feed it a video of Biden or Trump. It'll tell you in 1 second whether it's real or not. They fed it pictures of the surface of the moon from the unmanned Chinese probes from 2014. Said they're real. Every Apollo picture it said was fake. It had a fake backdrop. It was taken in a television studio. That's the most intelligent computer in the world who can understand the pixels. One of them, it suggested that this wasn't even a full-size lunar module, that it was a miniature. And that's how they were able to do wide landscapes, because one of the astronauts' figures, the AI said, was a miniature because the footsteps, shadows, weren't normal the way a person would walk, that they were stamped in there with a fake footprint.
Okay. Now, the moon, I think what they did, I don't know, guys. I really don't know. But the only thing that makes sense is they went to the moon and they made an alternate video just in case they didn't make it to the moon. And they wanted to fake it, so Russia thought we beat them, right? That's the only thing that makes sense. Because to say you went there 6 times and then showed everybody and did it live? I don't know, man. Do you know how big the movie reels would have to be if it was recorded? There's no way. And then every hour or so, you would see that little blotch on the end of an edit. You never see that in the movies? The little circles that show up, it looks like it's burning. You know? Yeah. So that's where the edit is. You would see that if it was a fake. And there was none of that in the live show. It was real. It really went to the moon, I guess. And they really faked it. That's all I can say. That's all I can think about. Hey, TETS, what are you doing there, huh? He says, yeah, that it's made a fake because UFOs were... Oh, right. I forgot. And because the UFOs were there too, on the edge of a crater, saying, back off. You want to come on the moon? Got to go around back. Yeah. What do you call it? Dark side? Yeah, go over to your dark side of the moon. Can't come here. All right? Go away. Human. So we did. And they were scared. Bullshit. Oh, woo. Where's the evidence? And let me tell you something. Let me tell you this. And I mean this. I'm not sure we went to the moon. Why wouldn't they put their hand on the Bible? I swear to God, I went to the moon. Number one, they're scared of a book. What does that tell you? They know something that we don't know? That if they did swear to God, they'd be damned? But Jesus died for our sins. Don't worry about it. Put your hand on the Bible. Can't do it. Why? I would have said, hell yeah, we went to the moon and loved every minute of it. You have no idea what you're doing, Bart. Yeah, we went to the moon. In the name of the Father and the Son and the fudge you. That's what you do. That's how you get Bart off your back. You don't punch him. You're a dirty old cocksucker. Boop. And Buzz Aldrin punches him in the face. Should be in jail, prison. Hard time at 80. Think you can just go around punching people because you don't agree? And then what about when he went to the guy, did an interview and he kicks him out of his house? Did you really go to the moon? Put your hand on the Bible. If you really went to the... Get out of here! I'm not putting my hand on the Bible. Gets right up on the lens. Remember, all we see was a sweaty eyeball. Get out of there. You never went to the moon. Did you? Did you? Anyway, I digest. That's it for tonight. I can't do any more. But thank you for hanging out tonight. I really enjoyed this Tuesday evening edition of GUFON. And look, hey, you think we can find the aliens in the desert? Good for you. I can't. I don't have the funding. I don't know where to go. I know places where they tell me there are aliens that I will be shot if I go. Can't go. Oh, you want me to go to Antarctica? Nobody can go past the wall. How am I going to go search for aliens there, right? The moon? Need I say more? The oceans? After what happened to those 5 people? You think I'm going in a submarine? No way. The only place I could look is right here. Within this little area of the world. We all have to do our part. Okay? I don't know where the aliens are. Matter of fact, We call them aliens, but I think they're the residents, and we were probably created in their image. Get it? Sound familiar? Well, you got to do your own research. And whatever makes you happy. I was told by a nun a long time ago in my CCD class. I said, Nun Teresa, Maria, whatever. If I want, she said, heaven, when you die, can be anything you want it to be. And I said, can I have as many girlfriends as I can have? And everybody laughs and they go, if you choose to. I was 13 at the time, trying out comedy. Yeah, you can have a harem of women, Rich, and you can do anything in heaven. It's your choice. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, so what am I doing here? Why don't I just off myself and go there? No. Why? If it's so great, you have a mission. I do? Yeah. You need to learn about the Lord. You need to be a productive citizen and love thy neighbor. As many as you want. Oh, that's it? That's all I got to do? More or less. Okay. Thank you. What a lie. If life was that easy, we'd all be happy. Yeah, just pray to God and everything will be all right. It didn't work. Why? Because we're not perfect. And guess who else isn't? The God. We're created in God's image. I am making believe God is the universe. That's how I'm getting by. My loophole is the universe, and it seems to be working. I have been feeling better. Look, I'm almost at the record 10 days, no puke, because I've been living in my head as a healthy person. And it seems to be playing out that way. Now, I'm not saying it's going to, cure shit, but, for the most part, I think whatever makes you happy, whatever gets your frequency and vibration to a nice, enjoyable, stress-free environment for yourself, I think that's harmony in a way, self-harmony. With all the problems going on in the world and so many things and people and everybody's divided, the only harmony you have is within your own head. So just imagine what you want to do in your head and have a good time. There's nothing wrong with it. And hopefully it'll manifest. So I don't know how, but it works. It really does. You just got to believe, and you got to really create the images in your head in detail, like the most detail to seeing a butterfly's wings and describing the pattern to hearing it fly by and other stuff. I mean, I'm like so detailed down to shadows and everything else. It's crazy. The crumple of rocks under my feet or the car's tires, things like that. Everything gets included in my creations. Cuckoo, cuckoo. For Cocoa Puffs, thank you, moderators and super chatters. Thank you for the support. It can be beautiful. And thanks, everybody, for hanging out tonight. Because, we do twice in one show. Truthology for Ufology, and we do it for you. We do. We do. All right, if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for Ufology. And we've got Rich Saves America coming up in an hour and a half. Maybe I'll see you there, maybe I won't. But either way, alien bless.
There's a good thing. It's rotating. Well, got it! Woohoo!
why is it one of the most treasured sites in Christianity?
There's a debate this morning that some say maybe proof for another universe. UFO, right, descending over the